Hello and welcome back to 7 Days of Halloween. Hi everyone, it's Monica and welcome back to Tailor-Made Cards for You. It is day 6 of our 7 Days of Halloween series, and when I was looking back over all the cards that I've made this week, it occurred to me that I didn't make a cute Halloween card. Now I did have full intention of making a cute Halloween card, but you never know where your crafting is going to take you. And as I got deeper and deeper into this card, the Halloween side came out and I just had to go a little bit bloody and a little bit creepy. So hopefully you'll like the combination of butterflies, flowers, and blood and spiders. I think it works and hopefully you will too. So the product that we're working with today is from Ken Oliver's collection, and it's the liquid metals. This product is a lot of fun to work with, and you can spray it onto your paper as a background or use it on stamps, as I am doing on this image right here. Now, a lot of people don't realize that it is easy to work on your stamps, especially background stamps. The stamp that I'm working with today is from Hero Arts, and it's a wonderful background stamp. It has just a lot of the grunge and the shabbiness that I like when working with stamps. The two colors that I'm working with for the liquid metals are called Metallic Amethyst and Metallic Mandarin. And purple and orange are always great combinations for Halloween. So not only can you use your liquid metals for background stamps, but you can also use it to color and paint things, as I'm doing on this part of the video now. I had some white flowers that I wanted to add some color, but I wanted them to have a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shine, and I wanted them to match my background. So again, I pulled out the liquid metal and I used it with a paintbrush to color up my flowers. Now I am stamping on watercolor paper, which is great because it's a little bit thicker and it absorbs the color really well. It also works really great when I'm using my my distress tool here, because it does fray up the edges of the card really nicely. I did use this distress tool on all of my paper that I adhered to my card, because I did really want to have more of a grungy, shabby look for this card. Also, I did use the Distress Ink Black Soot to edge up all of my cardstock as well. Not only did I want the edges really dark, but I also wanted it to look more of a smoky, shadowy type, and the black soot worked really well for that. The two paper stacks that I'm working with for this card are from Graphic 45. One of the collections is called An Eerie Tale, and then the other one is called Rare Oddities. I really like the Rare Oddities because it had some great ephemera, and I did actually choose to go with sort of a poison pharmacist card, so the image that I found on the Rare Oddities worked really nicely. Now I am also working with some printables from Victoria Designs. This is a company that I actually do some design work for, and they are on Etsy. And if you like vintage inspired ephemera, then you're really going to like this store as well. They have great printables and the prices are really reasonable, so definitely check them out. The butterfly punch I'm using is from EK, and it has 3 settings, enabling you to actually layer your butterfly to give it a 3D effect. It's a beautiful punch, and I've used it for several of my spring cards, and now I am adding it to a Halloween card. I wanted to be able to show you on this card that sometimes you have to think outside of the box. When you're making a Halloween card, you don't have to avoid the flowers and the butterflies. Sometimes you can actually make them all work. And really, if you work with the color combinations, overall, the card will go together. Like I said, I did try to stick with the oranges and the purples while using my cardstock, but also some of my images, such as the butterflies and the flowers, and it really does help tie the card together. So when I'm working with layered cards, typically I like to use some sort of item to help keep the stacks together. A lot of times I will use washi tape, but this time I actually chose to use twine because I like the overall look of twine with flowers. And you'll see when I actually add the flowers to the card, I glue it right on top of the twine, which really looks nice, especially for fall cards. Now the die cut that I'm using here is another favorite of mine. It reminds me of the Viewmasters that we had as children, but with more of a feminine look. I don't remember the name of the die offhand, but I certainly will list it in my product list below. So now that we have the base of the card all together, my favorite part of putting the card together begins. This is where we actually get to add all of the ephemera and the fun embellishments to really make your card come to life. Like I said, I knew I wanted to go with flowers and butterflies, but I also wanted it to show as a Halloween card. So this is where I got the poison bottle, and tickets are also great when you're working with ephemera as well. I regularly add tickets, and again, this is another item from Victoria Designs. I added some adhesive foam to the back of the bottle just to give it a little bit of height and to pop out on top of the card. Now the spray that I'm using to color up my leaves is called Fireworks, and the actual color is called Bamboo Leaves. I really like this product. I've used it on some of my backgrounds because it gives it not only a little bit of color, but it also gives it some shine as well. And I thought paired up with the flowers that I colored with the liquid metals, it would look really nice. Now remnant rubs are also another fun product to work with. I know I introduced them in some of the videos earlier this week, but again, it's one of those products where if you've never tried them before, it may not be something that just seems obvious to go to, but they are really a lot of fun to work with. They add just those subtle touches onto the card. So for instance, the word poison, I was able to add right next to the bottle. And then the first item that I added was just a little statement that said, orders attended to day or night, which worked great for this apothecary card. So when I got to this part of the card, I felt that it still was missing something, and I thought adding this little 31 would be a great final touch. And not only emphasizes the fact that it is a Halloween card, but a card can never go wrong with numbers. So tomorrow will be the last card that we create in the 7 Days of Halloween series. I really hope that you've had a lot of fun with me on this journey. If you've enjoyed the videos, I would love for you to share them with your friends. And don't forget, if you want to qualify to win all 7 cards, you'll need to be a subscriber to my channel, and you'll have to have left a comment on every single one of the videos this week. I will do the drawing at the end of the month, and I will announce it on YouTube as well. I'll leave you a list of all the products that I've used to create this card, along with the links to the stores. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and we'll see you again tomorrow.